Hi, family. This is Mo with Moya Body Care and Colon Hydrotherapy, and I am your colon hydrotherapist that practices the art of internal detoxification through the use of colon hydrotherapy, herbs, and natural living. And this video is all about natural deodorant. This is a question that I get asked often about, how do I make the switch from natural or from commercial deodorant to natural deodorant? And how do I eliminate the odor from the transition back and forth? I get this question often. So let's talk about how odor or smells are created. Smells and odors are created from bacteria that gets trapped underneath our armpits, in our skin, in hair, etc., etc. So a couple of points for you in regards to getting the bacteria out of your system. When you wash your body, choose a liquid soap that is geared towards cleansing, and it's a pure soap. One soap that I highly recommend is Dr. Bronner's Castile soap. I've been using that soap well before my son was even thought about. My son is 13, so I want to say since high school. I'm 40. Okay, so technically I'm 22, but on paper I'm 41, I think, or 42. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So I've been using the soap for a long time, and that's the only soap that I use. I use that soap to wash my hair with. I wash my face with it sometimes. I've been washing my baby with the soap since he's been here. So I highly recommend that soap. And I also recommend that you start using a loofah, right? So you have a regular washcloth. That's okay. That's fine. That works and everything. But especially if you live like here in LA, we are filtering a lot of things in the air. We move through a lot of spaces where there is dust and, exhaust and stuff coming out the top of ceilings, like for hospitals. And then that stuff kind of settles down into where we're driving and we're eating and things like that. So I like to scrub my body really, really good with a loofah. And then I use coconut oil with a little bit of tea tree oil to lubricate my skin. I only use coconut oil, but that's me. Some people use shea butter, some people use, you know, olive oil, some people use lotion, whatever it is you want to use, go for it. But when we're talking about eliminating bacteria, when we're talking about decreasing the amount of odor that's in the body, remember that your skin is one channel of elimination. We have five channels of elimination, which are your colon, your kidney, your lungs, your skin, and then the fifth for women is our uterus. So you have to look at all the stuff that you're putting on top of your body as well as what you're putting in your mouth. That all has to be processed and it has to come out somewhere. So the reason why you have an odor is because of two reasons. A, bacteria on the skin, and then waste coming out of your five channels of elimination. So once you eliminate that, then we can go to the next step and transition you from using a commercial deodorant to a natural deodorant or no deodorant at all. Believe it or not, I haven't worn deodorant in, man, I don't buy deodorant or lotion. Believe it or not, it's been well before my son was even thought about. Like, I've been doing this for years, literally for years. I want to say probably definitely since high school. That's for sure. And I graduated high school in 96. So it's 2020. You can do the math, but I'm still 22. Don't ever let that fool you. I'm still 22. So what should you use in the transition period, right? If you want to go from using commercial deodorant to no deodorant at all, how do you make that transition? The first step in the process is wash your body and scrub your body with a natural soap and a loofah. Those are the two natural things that you want to do. I prefer liquid soap over a bar soap because it just goes a lot farther. You only need a little bit and it's concentrated. So it really does what it's supposed to do. And then after you scrub yourself, I always add lubrication to my skin by using coconut oil with a little bit of tea tree oil, which also kills bacteria. Okay. The third step in the process is, and you may want to write this down, get a pen and paper. If you need to use deodorant, you can make your natural deodorant. The items that you need for the natural deodorant are arrowroot, bentonite clay, and activated charcoal. You want to use more bentonite clay, more arrowroot, to maybe just a sprinkle of bentonite, or excuse me, a sprinkle of activated charcoal. The reason being is because activated charcoal, if you just put a little bit on anything, it like goes everywhere. So you only need to use just a little bit, just enough to change the color. Not enough to make it muddy, like a black color, but just enough to just change the color. You mix it together in a mixing bowl. You can either, it's up to you how you want to can it. You can put it in a shaker so you can shake it on, or you can leave it in a container where you just use your hands and apply it on. It's totally up to you. I recommend that you make this, depending on how much you make, either only do 1 week or 3 days, and just keep remaking it, because if you make it longer, there is no shelf life on this. You're not adding any preservatives, so you do need to make it as often as you can. Okay, now the way that if I were to use this now, I don't, and again, I haven't used any deodorant or natural deodorant for years. Okay, but when I did make the transition, this is what I did with the powder. I would get coconut oil, allow it to melt in my hand, and I would add maybe a couple of drops of tea tree oil. Now, this is after I've taken my shower and scrubbed and all that good stuff. I mix the coconut oil and the tea tree oil in my palm, and then I apply it to my underarm, right? So now there's moisture there. Then I will take the mixture that I just made and I will pat it under my arms. And then I would lay on the back of lay on my bed on my back just like this and allow it to dry, right? Be careful with what you're wearing and all that good stuff. But, I wear a uniform all day long, and it's black. So nobody really knew that, I had cakey stuff up there or whatever it may be. And it didn't cake, actually. It actually worked very well, to be honest with you. And I would just lay back and allow it to dry. Then I would go ahead and get dressed and everything is good. Now, for me, I cleanse a lot. I didn't have to use that mixture for very long. I do make it for my son sometimes. I have a 13-year-old boy who does capoeira, which is Brazilian martial arts. There are some days where I need him to use that, and there are some days where he doesn't, but I will guarantee you it does work. So I hope this helps you out. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please drop it in the comments below and we'll dialogue about it. And then let me know if you have any additional recipes that you would like to share with everybody else. Okay. So again, my name is Mo with Moya Body Care. My business website is Moya, MOYA, bodycare.com. My phone number is 562-682-0818. And I'm located right here in Torrance, California. I appreciate you greatly. Thank you so much. Have a good one.